Well, in just a few moments, President Trump will greet soccer stars, entertainment icons, and world leaders at the Kennedy Center ahead of next year's FIFA World Cup draw. The tournament is set to make history as the largest one the league has ever held. But history won't just be made on the pitch. Today, President Trump is also expected to receive the first FIFA Peace Prize, which honors those who take exceptional and extraordinary actions for peace, and by doing so, have united people across the world. Hello, everyone. This is Outnumbered. I'm Emily Compagno here with my co-host, Harris Faulkner. And also joining us today, Kennedy, host of the Kennedy Saves the World podcast, Lisa Boothe, Fox News political analyst, and Mr. Wonderful himself, Kevin O'Leary, chairman of O'Leary Ventures. Now, President Trump answering some questions from our Bill Melugin on the red carpet just moments ago. Watch.
First time for the U.S. to host since the 90s. You ready for it?
I'm ready for it, and they're ready for it. And Johnny, who you know has done a fantastic job with FIFA, and we're looking to have, we have already set records with ticket sales. I don't think there's ever been anything like it in any sport. And so I want to congratulate you. I mean, I don't even have to wait, but major records have been set.
Trump's role as a global peacemaker will be front and center as he welcomes Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney and Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum. Mexico, Canada, and the United States will all host next summer's matches before the final showdown right here at MetLife Stadium in northern New Jersey. So, Kevin, the most important question that we begin with is everyone going to have to calling it football? Or is it okay that we keep calling it soccer since it's on our turf?
The only people that call football soccer is us here in the United States. What everyone forgets, though, this is the largest sport in the world. There's nothing as large as this. It's huge. It's a brilliant move by the administration because it's getting more eyeballs outside of the United States than it is inside. And also, it's a mix of a bipartisan effort, which is sports. Sports and music is bipartisan and apolitical worldwide. It's brilliant. But you've also got the Canadian Prime Minister, the Mexican leader. They have big issues on tariffs right now, so maybe a sidebar somewhere in here, a little business with pleasure. I think that's on the agenda today as well. I think it's great because for decades now, 30 years, we've attempted to get market share in soccer in schools as opposed to football, where you have sometimes physical damage, as you know. This is a safer sport, but it's never gotten traction stateside. Not real traction. Maybe this time with these ticket sales that Trump's talking about, it could happen. But it's number one everywhere else, not number one here.
Quick follow-up question. It also includes or represents the largest sort of sports industry in terms of merch and apparel and all that kind of stuff globally. So do you think that the United States will be able to break into that with it coming here? Will we be able to break our bank and now enjoy moving forward some of that profit?
Well, as the merchant of truth, as I know, I must tell you that FIFA has a spotty history about how some of these licenses have been applied. Countries that want to get FIFA franchises or get the soccer played in their countries have often been rumored to have paid exorbitant fees in the past. Just telling it like it is. And this is a bone of contention. We don't know what the story is here, but my bet is there's been an accommodation because I think they really want the U.S. domestic market. So I doubt that Trump paid much to get this, because the amount of press he's giving them today worldwide. Right. By the way, this may be viewed, including social media, by 1 billion eyeballs. That's how big this is. So FIFA knows it, Trump knows it, and the great thing about it, it's bipartisan, which we have nothing of these days. Who doesn't like soccer? I mean, particularly the rest of the world. Some of the biggest stars on earth are football players, which are soccer players. Ronaldo, et cetera, et cetera. I think this is a great move.
Lisa, it's not only bipartisan, but it's also multinational at this moment, right? As we talked about Canada and Mexico. So what do you think it's going to mean that President Trump is receiving this important peace prize at this moment? What message does that send to the world?
To me, that America's back. Right. I mean, for 4 years under Joe Biden, we hung our heads in shame a little bit of feeling that America was weak, that we were no longer strong on the world stage. And so I think this signifies that America's back. And President Trump has said that he's kind of glad that it didn't happen for him in 2020, because look at everything he gets to be president for. The FIFA World Cup, the Olympics, America's 250th birthday, all these projections of strength as a country. I'm also excited for Andrea Bocelli. I've had the honor of seeing him in concert. Literally songbird of our generation. Like, he has the most beautiful voice in the entire world. Also, what this means for the United States: money, Mr. Wonderful, and jobs as well. We're talking about tens of billions of dollars in gross output for the United States. We're also talking about billions of eyeballs for the World Cup. The majority of the games are going to be right here in the United States. So this is a great moment for America. America's back, baby.
So, Kennedy, I grew up playing soccer. Your girls did. You and I went to a soccer game, a
My
football
daughter's
match.
name is Pele.
Yep, her daughter's name is
That's true.
You and I went to a football match in Munich, Germany, which was phenomenal, because there's nothing
Bayern.
like going to a football match, like a FIFA football match, in a different country. So my question for you is, like, that electric atmosphere that we experienced there, that is unlike anything here. Will that change when FIFA's here? Like, is that electricity going to be finally here?
Yeah, if you watch the growth of professional soccer from 1994, the last time the World Cup was here, it doesn't explode like FIFA would really appreciate in the American market, but it has been incremental. And every time we see a new World Cup season, you get more and more eyeballs and more interest. And, you know, for years, for decades, sports fans, hardcore American sports fans, have been like, soccer's not a real sport. But it's funny, because just about every American kid plays soccer. It's one of the few professional sports where almost everyone knows the rules and almost everyone can see themselves out there on the field. I'm not going to call it the pitch. And that's why, you know, it does tend to electrify, especially when it's in your own backyard. And to Lisa's point, I'm delighted that we're back in action, because remember Obama thought, he said when he was going to leave office in 2016, he and Oprah would be, you know, bouncing through Lincoln Park because the Olympics were going to be in Chicago. It's like, well, now they're going to be in Los Angeles. See, we've got the World Cup here. Most of the matches will be played in the United States of America. So in that respect, we are again a global player, and I have so much faith and U.S. sports fans that they don't have to embrace it wholeheartedly, but when you go to cities like Chicago, Portland, Seattle, the name of the game there is soccer.
Yeah, it is. And even here, it's big. We have a big international presence here, but soccer, I see it playing more often than any other sport.
You know what? I appreciate what you said so much, because our little one started with soccer tots. And I know that doesn't sound like a big deal, but the coordination that our little girls picked up at that age led to other sports that our kids played. I mean, it's amazing. And that confidence of knowing that I can balance anything, even on my head. I mean, I love that. Look, a couple things today that really, and your words really touched me. America has a visionary about the future, not just somebody holding the reins on the past. I mean, that's what you're seeing right now. This is a movement, a shift forward. 6 to 7 million tickets sold before the drawing. Even Gianni Infantino, who's the president of FIFA, said that's the most. So this is a big deal for America, and it's because we're playing a role in that. And the president said more than ticket sales before ever at this point before the drawing as well. So this is exciting. The Peace Prize that FIFA has created, and that he said, hey, I might be up for it. And Infantino was standing right next to him when we took him on the red carpet a few moments ago before this show. He said, I don't need prizes. I need to save lives. He was talking about those 8 wars that he settled, and maybe a 9th with potentially another meeting regarding Ukraine and Russia. I mean, this is all in play now. The tariffs definitely going to be talked about. You got all that money standing there. You've got Mexico, Canada, and U.S. in the same column in this whole deal. I mean, I think this is super exciting. And I think because we are so exceptional as a country, we can do all the sports. You don't have to separate them out. I will always call the NFL football, and soccer.
Although prizes are still nice to receive.
You know what I learned today?
We still like prizes.
Soccer tots with vinegar and ketchup. They sound delicious.
No,
Hater
Kevin, get out of here.
Soccer
Are you
tots.
okay?
All right,
Oh, I love
guys.
soccer tots.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.